My name is Aleksandra. I am from Belgrade. My husband Stefano. We are living in Belgrade, having 2 kids in Brook Hill for 8 years now. Yes. Our daughter Noah is year 6. Dimitri is year 4. We are basically trilingual family, speaking Serbian.
I'm Italian.
Italian.
I'm in transit.
He's in transit for
12
years.
years.
Okay.
She called me the tourist, so it's okay.
Yes. And that's it.
It was a combination.
Yes.
We did a very thorough analysis. We really analyzed the market here, and then we visited different facilities. So we created a kind of weight matrix that we used to define. So we were discussing about which one was the element. Was the cost environment?
Yes, that definitely was that one. Starting from the beginning, again, going back to our situation that we are Serbian, he's Italian, we are living here, we were traveling a lot. We needed some kind of base to start education of kids with a possibility that will give us a possibility for eventually moving away again. Thank God that one didn't happen, so we are very we are very happy staying in Belgrade, but still having this possibility to provide them international education for further, I hope, successful steps for Noah and Dimitri. So we chose to go for the international education, and then there was choosing the right school. Brook Hill was definitely from the first beginning our choice number one. You started at that time, I think that we were first generation, basically,
among the first, for sure.
Among the first pupils. At that time, what was, let me say, the main falling in love with the Brook Hill was the swimming pool, because our kids spent time in Sicily, they loved water, and I was like, the easiest way for kids to like school is like providing the swimming pool. So it was beautiful. All that, let me say, accepting the new environment and accepting that they are going to be for some time away from the parents was very smooth, because not just the facilities in the school, but the teachers were so loved out. Let's go for Brook Hill.
Yeah, and also Brook Hill was also telling us that they were applying to become, let me say, officially recognized from Serbia
Ministry of
because
Education.
again, we are living here, so what happened? Okay, we could also consider them to move. Since I'm working in London, and most likely I do prefer move across, let me say, the country that are English speaking, using the Cambridge. I can move them whatever. Okay, it would be easy, let me say, to re-establish their own school career. Thank God we are still here, so it is okay. What I like the most, and that one we apprise you many times, okay, with the other parents, is the communication. For us, it's very important, okay, to have, let me say, a clear understanding of what is going on the education of the kids. So we are really pleased with the fact that there is a constant communication among you and your team with us. So I know for sure when I'm closing my cave working, that she informing that okay, I talk with Mr. Phil, I talk with the teacher, so there is a very constant, and that for us I think is the best way to monitor them.
As well as the individual approach towards each child. I love that one.
Exactly.
I love the fact that they are not just pupil from year 6 or year 4, but you know each one of them, their needs, their qualities, their virtues, what they need to improve, and so on. I really feel that you're taking care about each single child. That for me is very important. They are not just representing numbers inside the school, but they are representing individuals, and that one I know for a fact with our daughter, with Noah, that one helps a lot. She feels very comfortable, even though she is very shy, and finally we reached the point where she is not afraid to ask, to even object if she disagrees, and I think that one is very important for her further steps, for her, let me say, accepting who she is, changing if there is need for to change, fighting her own battles. Before that one it was like, mommy, can you go and ask, and so on. So now she feels like, I would like to talk with Mr. that and that about this stuff. Feel free to do. I believe that one is really expressing her maturity and willing to go in that direction. So definitely checked. We will always be, let me say, interested in sending them wherever, because they love all the events that they have. If it is mountain, they love skiing, they love socializing. Teachers who are there, like I send them and I don't think about any problems potential that can happen, because they are so taken care of and they enjoy the attention. It's beautiful, really. That one is always, from the first year I was always saying, when we will start with excursions, when we are starting with trips, because I think it's very important that they also spend time with older people who are not basically their parents, and I think it's important they develop the respecting relationship towards the teachers who are not inside the school, but let me say in some more interesting environment where in any case they have to take care about the behavior and respect and so on. So that one is a lovely idea.
Yeah.
I feel that they are really prepared. Still, since we had this gap of year 5, we had so many things to, let me say, compensate. We had a lot of challenges that were more actually challenge for me than for her, because somehow for her all these things are coming so naturally. She's very willing to learn, very responsible. So I think that she felt the obligation and responsibility towards this huge big deal called Cambridge Prep Test. The fact that she was so aware of, let me say, consequences, potential consequences, whether she will do good or bad, she was really seriously approaching to each single task. I think that she will do well, because for me it's already success that she was trying so much, and she was having this thought, this is important and I will do my best. So no matter what result is going to be, I already consider that one like she did excellent, because she showed her best. She gave 100% of herself, and for me that one is success.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's what I told her always. We are not at the end of the story judging the fact that you pass, no pass, doesn't matter. We are judging the fact that you are deploying all your effort there. Until you are sure that you are putting your 100% of effort, we will be happy with your result. So do not be afraid from the result itself. Okay, we want that you put yourself on that one, that you understand that is important, is a very important step in your school career. Okay, but again, we will just evaluate, appreciate, okay, your effort on that one, not the result. It worked very well.
Yes. Yes.
She really released the pressure, okay, because she was more focusing on the result, because it's the way that he used to evaluate. But she was able to steer there. I was also insisting on this point, and you are there too, so you notice the change of now approaching to the examination. So she knows that.
Well, this global perspective, I think, is one of the most important things that happened in year 6. Again, talking just about Noah, I feel that like I'm neglecting Dimitri, but it's not. It's just, let me say, I think this one will come in his time. So staying back on the global perspective, the fact that they got a possibility to talk about important things, things that are important for them, that for me is amazing, talking about ecology, taking care about the environment, food waste, like I have to buy small cabbage because it's wasting of food and there are people who have nothing to eat. I love that my child is growing thinking about this kind of stuff. School had a great influence on that. Even the possibility that their voice will be heard with giving her a chance to choose the menu for school in order that they don't waste food was so important. And she took that task so seriously. Yes, she was thinking and researching and talking with friends and talking with other kids from other classes. Again, Noah is very shy. So challenging herself to do all this one, I think it was, for me, actually more important than the Cambridge prep test itself, honestly. Because she was taking care about the needs of other kids, what they like, what they don't like. Putting all that one in line with what is healthy food, what is not healthy food. Giving, let me say, 50-50. Let's try to have like a cheat day, but then let's go for the healthy food because it's important. And that one was, again, the best point of year 6. Charity we are doing throughout all these years. So she's very much aware. She's always taking care about, I'm not bringing these clothes, can we give to somebody else who needs? So this one is something that international schools should be really, really proud. I believe that we are blessed with the possibility to have kids in these kind of schools, and having them being aware that there are others who have, let me say, need for their help, and then being able to, approach the hand and say, yes, I'm going to help. I can proudly say I'm growing beautiful kids, beautiful minds, so that one is the fortune. Yeah,
also consider Noatek with a kind of adult approach. So let's say she was also methodic on collect all the data, compare it. So they were having also this kind of paneling with the other kids from the school, discussing what would be the best solution. So they were doing brainstorming. They were having infinite session even at home with the computer, with all the friends online, deciding, comparing. And at the end of the story, I realized, and what she was underlining, that they understand the challenge moment. They understand that they get lucky to have access to this kind of education, but they really put this one in perspective. When we do, for example, all these charity events, they are really the first one. When we were collecting also food and grocery and so on, they were pushing a lot because this one will be the need of people. So they are aware of that one. In our time, I think that is really a blessing. The fact that they realize that there is something outside. Normally when we are kids, you just live in your nice bubble. Seems that they are not in that bubble, or at least their own bubble is very large and contain other reality. Not so fortunate, I would say.